Oh. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I left the battery a bit low on the Baywatch. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. Darn it. Mm. Oh, I keep doing that. Forgot to plug my. See? That's why I need all the cameras going, because sometimes I'll forget to plug the power in, and then there'd be no camera going. See? So now I started this one. Where did they go? See, I obviously So I turned that off because if it looks like if it's a couple hour video and it's got a unique identifier, a locator. We like the term locator, right? See, now you'll be able to see it. If it's a 20-hour video, they're just gonna think it's one of the other ones. So I wasn't trying to be rude, but I don't know. Stop lying about whoever that was. Stop lying. Whoever Daniel is. Are you Daniel under a different nickname? Who are you? Go tell Daniel to stop lying. Do me a favor. Tell Daniel to quit lying about me, please. Okay? So I mean, see how convenient that is? They show up right at the end of the video because they want me to keep it going. They want me to do what I say I'm not going to do. You see? I mean, today doesn't matter. Today is the day is already spent. The day's basically over. Business hours, it's over. I got a little energy left. You know, so I mean, if they won't come in because they know they can't debate me. That's not their goal. Their goal is to snipe, to be snipers, to make snide comments when I'm not around, or to come in right at the end to either extend the video so nobody watches it. They see it's that's a couple hour video, says update about comments. Might watch it. Right? Or let's get him to keep talking. He said he was going to be quiet, right? See. So I mean, I guess I've got the rest of today. I'm here. I'll make myself available for any of my fans, my haters, anybody obsessed with my life. Anybody got any questions? Anybody over on Reddit talking about me? Go ahead. Let's go ahead and deal with it. I mean, I can talk about it. I was going to try to do it. The day's over. I'm pretty tired. So let's get it over with. Because tomorrow you're not getting none of my attention. No, you're not ruining. I'm a mature individual. I know you want to get me going tomorrow. Watch. I guarantee it. Tomorrow they'll be all over the place trying to distract me from what I need to get done. But see, I'm not mentally ill, so I'm not going to allow you to do it. Same reason you come in and now where's this person? You know, where are they now? I restarted the video. You know, it's hard to be a nice guy. I'm not Jesus. You know, I know my wife probably. I got an idea that my future wife, being a Christian and probably a nun, pretty much a nun, I would guess. She's probably going to the nunnery and she's probably like, okay, God, fine. If you say so, I'll marry him. Are you sure, God? That guy? Okay, I'll leave the nunnery and go marry Camper. But I'm pretty sure she's going to be like, do you have to say all that? Can't you be kinder? Do you have to be rude? Not when people are saying things that could cause my life to be in jeopardy. That isn't what Jesus is talking about. Well, maybe he is because, he gave his life. But I don't know. I'm just not ready. Hey, if you can sell everything you got and give to the poor and take up your cross. I've seen one guy in my life right outside my father's spread, his 5-acre spread in Valley Center, California. I mean, I've seen a couple times where they get the big cross in the church group down in Minneapolis. Maranatha. Pete, remember what? Pete married Bill, was Bill's daughter. They had a big cross with wheels on it, and I never did go with them, but I think I've seen them I've seen a couple. I've never actually. One time I saw a guy. He literally had this, like a big cross on his back. Nothing, no water, and he was hauling that thing up Gopher Canyon Road, right outside my father's spread up in the canyon. And I almost turned around, but I wish I would have, and gave the guy some water. But I don't know. I was delivering firewood. I've never seen anybody just take up their cross like that. I don't know where he was going, but because there ain't a whole lot around there. Lawrence Welk. Remember Lawrence Welk? Anybody in their 60s and 50s and 60s and remember that Lawrence Welk show? Yeah. So I'm a work in progress. I haven't arrived. I never will. So if my wife has an expectation that I'm never ever, I mean, well, it might help if she's within 6 feet of me, staring at me, giving me the look. I mean, that'd probably be a motivator. What comes out your mouth, but I don't have that quite yet. So I respond and react as a human being, and people that are lying about me, putting my life in danger, and threatening me, and staring me down, and causing all sorts of weird stuff to happen to me. That's how I'm at, and I think I'm doing pretty well, given the context of everything. I think I'm doing pretty well, given all that's gone on and what's been said about me. So if I think your expectations are unrealistic. If you expect me to, that's like, a woman doing that would be like, how we have this mentality, hey, come as you are, come to church, even if you're homosexual, gay, whatever, come on to church, because remember, Jesus died for you. Come on into church, we'll get you cleaned up later. Don't be so scared to come to church because you're not perfect. Come on in, and we'll tell you what's going on, and we'll give you a little time. Eventually, you gotta kind of figure out, people aren't going to be. They're going to give you the left foot of fellowship. But it's kind of like a woman. That's kind of like asking a guy to be perfect before he's got to meet all these standards. You can't ever say an unkind thing to his wife or to anybody in the world. For his wife to actually marry, to get within 6 feet. That's like saying, hey, sinners, clean yourself up. We get all perfect before we explain Christianity to you. Now, hey, I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I know I'm not at, I'm kind of, I can be I'm being a little defensive, and I'm frustrated because I feel like my life's been threatened. And it's not a psychosis. It's the truth. Okay, so I feel like I'm trying. And I think I'm doing pretty well. And as long as people stop lying like Daniel or insinuating things and sending people in the wrong direction again, the polar bear's direction, but then I'm going to have a problem because you're starting to put my life at risk again. So, but, I will acknowledge that my wife, probably my future wife, if she were watching and she were like, yeah, okay, she'd be a little, she'd probably be like, you could probably handle that a little bit better. You could probably be a smidgen kinder, or a smidgen quieter, or a smidgen not so defensive, a smidgen not so defensive to little Danny. Okay, I'll give you that, but I've had enough. How long can you back a guy in a corner before? I mean, I've been backed in a corner for 9 months. It would have been one thing if they would have reported the truth, and the judge, and were honest, and they're like, hey, you kind of got a little rough record, and you were in the market for a duck call one time, and so it's not unreasonable that you did get a little, schmitten. Remember Bathsheba? Remember King David? How he said, "Oh, Bathsheba, there she, hey, I gotta have that." Guess what? After that, I'm gonna. Oh, you mean that King of Israel? Guess what? After that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put him on the front line, and I'm gonna have her husband murdered because I'm King David, the King of Israel. And you know what? God's gonna forgive me too. Yep, because God knew His own heart. Remember that? Yeah, you do. See, I'm not the first guy. I'm the first guy who got smitten by a 20-year-old woman. All right, I'm one of the first guys that got out at a stoplight and gave her a rose. All right, that was stupid. That was dumb, real dumb. But then again, if you ever heard of Bob Goff, how about old Bob Goff? I read a little bit of Bob Goff. Bob, you know the guy that likes to do paperwork. He's friends with Bob Goff too. Bob Goff tells that story about how you worked at the real fancy country club, you know, like Castle Creek, off our Gopher Canyon, right next to Lawrence Welch there outside of San Diego. That place. Yeah, I mean, Bob Goff was such a nerd. I mean, he was making like $20 an hour. This was back 50 years ago, right? I mean, a job like that was really hard. You had to know somebody that knew. You were lucky to be working in a. And Bob Goff was delivering the food, and all of a sudden, right at the table, he says, "Oh gosh, Bob, no!" Needless to say, Bob lost his job that day. He never did work in a country club again. And you know what else he did? He was so smitten by his 20-year-old. Well, no, I guess I don't know the whole story, but you'll have to ask the guy that likes paperwork. But Bob Goff, you know, this was back before they had roundabouts. And Bob Goff put you know, them boards used to, back in the college days before they had the internet, you'd have the one counselor. He'd be, you know, the guy that worked in the counselor's office tell you what class to take for, like, he worked there for like 50 years. And he would take he'd take two pieces of plywood, drill 2 holes, get some rope, and he'd put one on each side, and he'd walk around and be like, "Talk to me, I can tell you what." Bob Goff did that, and finally, until his wife, he went into town. "Will you marry me?" Talk about Schmidt. I wonder if did Bob Goff get a restraining order? I'm wondering. I want to know how Bob Goff didn't get a restraining order. But finally, I guess the story goes, finally she finally went up to Bob, and she's like, "All right, Bob, if you just stop, if you take that off and go home, here's my number. I'll go on a date with you if you promise never to do that." And the rest is history, and they're married. So, hey, I know what I did was stupid, but I was looking for love, okay? But you don't get to say things and then have things start happening and think I'm not going to react. Whether you've got preconceived information or preconceived ideas from debating on the internet with me or whatever, or you're some super secret spy and you watched me pick my nose before or something, that's not how the law works in America. We got things like double jeopardy. We're supposed to. Lawyers are supposed to inform you up front of what the law is. They went to law school. They're supposed to tell you, if you do this, this is what happens. If you do that, and they're supposed to take the time to understand what you're doing. But we've got people that got agendas, and they don't care. Hook or crook. And I'll go as far as say it's got to be the devil, because you've seen what I did. And if all you got to do is come in here and tell me to stop screaming, I'm not screaming, trust me. I'm just a loud guy, you know. You want me to quiet down, but I'm not screaming. You know, I happen to be one of the loudest guys I can be pretty loud, but I'm not screaming. That's just my normal. That's about my 50%. So But anyways, I look at that, and the person never came back. Anyways, I was just responding to a text, but so again, I figured I gave the person that came at the end of my last video that they knew I was going to stop, and they wanted to engage me. Full 2 hours, somebody had the opportunity to say something. They did not say it, and they came in right at the end. How convenient. And they did not come back. They did not come back, and I've been talking again for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get busy and go back to work now because I knew they wouldn't say anything. So it's just how it works. But anyways, so it's gonna be quiet now, and like I said, you don't have to like me, but please respect me for being a decent human being. I truly, I'm a lovable, compassionate human being. I really am. I might, my thoughts and my opinions might be a little rigid or not like in the 100% politically correct. And nowadays, because I mean, the tide has turned. I know it really has. And so I'm doing my best to adjust, being from the old school and getting older and understanding that there's newer generations with different thoughts and different ways of living, and they don't see the world the way I do, and it's mostly the burden is mostly on me as it always is as an aging adult to kind of find that balance of where the older adults still run things, but yet you recognize as I was young, I know what it's like. The younger generations come up. I remember what it was like to think, okay, grandpa, but the bottom line is I didn't do what they said like that at all, not even close. And so anytime anybody says any different, I'm going to confront them. So anyways, it's going to get quiet now because I got the boss. I got the boss on the horn here, and the boss is saying, okay, thanks. Get to work. Yeah. So we all got a boss. Hi, sweetie. Oh. What you doing, girls? Huh? Hi, Tweeties. Oh. Oh, that's loud. Why is that doing right now? Need to turn it down. It's way too loud. And try to turn it up to like that. Too. Oh. You know, I haven't taken my. Okay. Oh. What's the matter? Excuse me. Excuse me, honey. Excuse me. Okay. Well, it's too late in the day for. Guess I'll get started tomorrow, maybe, on the Bible study again. You think so? Are you, honey? Honey, it's that, honey. Honey, come here and look at this. Look at this guy. He looks like kind of a normal guy, preppy guy. He's got one of them shirts like he could actually get a job or something in an office, maybe doing a little accounts receivable or something, honey. But I think, honey, could you come confirm? I think is this that white kid, that white guy that lives in his mom's basement? He's acting like a black guy again. Look at him wear that hat, honey. Honey, come look at this. Look at, he's got that bandana. I think he thinks he's in a gang or something, honey. Nope. In the market for a duck call? Nope. Practicality again. I sweat a lot. I didn't, if you notice, if you watch my videos, I haven't worn this for months and months. Well, every once in a while I wear it. Well, now my hair is getting longer too. Keep it out of my eyes. Keep the hair out of my eyes, and so I'm tired of talking, folks. I hope that helps you out a little bit. I I only did it because I felt it was a necessity, and if I don't get, I've got to kind of wind down, and I'm not gonna. I think I may. Well, I know I'm not going to respond to Daniel till Friday again, or any comments that upset me or aren't true, because I'm going to be in big trouble if I don't get to work. And it's kind of late to get started, but I'm gonna get organized this afternoon and this evening for some work tomorrow, and get my pregame mentality, get my game hat on, and get ready to try to get something done. So don't even try to distract me. Um, I'm not even really going to look. I can't avoid it sometimes because I'm trying to see if the video's glitching or if there's a technical difficulty, whatever. But anyways, I love and appreciate you. That anybody that is listening out there, and you're honest, and you want to tell the truth to people. It's not about, it's not a it's not a game. It's not a contest. It's not like who can win. This isn't like, it's really not. It's just, hey, let's do the most amount of good for the most amount of people. Let's not hurt people that shouldn't be hurt. Let's not let the George Floyds happen. Let's not let the Camper Sevens happen for whatever reason. Even if there is a little stuff that you don't like, or you might know about me, or you might think about me, you know. So, but I'm pretty worn out now, and that was only 2 hours. Like there's not a whole lot gonna get done today. I'm gonna check some emails and maybe look at some paperwork, and maybe look at some mail. But I don't want to talk anymore. Like, please don't make me talk. I'm I'm tired of talking. Okay. Oh, just in case there was somebody made fun of my fan. Somebody made fun of my fan. We already know your brother Modi. Hey, brother Modi. Brother Modi, you poor old white shabby redneck hick you. We knew you, brother Modi, and you won't fix the floor after $5,000, $10,000 worth of floors and all that. You finally you let that go. And hey, how come you don't even get a framing? You know, I don't know. It's kind of a lot of stuff around here. You see, like when the pile over there, it's just clothes. Like when I get done, I don't need to fold my clothes. Wrinkle free. I throw it in a pile. I put it on. I wash it. I throw it in a pile. I put it on. You wouldn't get away with that. Hey, if half the kingdom, I understand. If half the kingdom was putting the law, I mean, if she was around, I mean, yeah, I mean, it'd be squeaky clean. But she ain't within 6 feet of me right at the moment. I can guarantee you that. And so, uh, and so at one time I accidentally I put my hand up there and knocked it right off. I got it there. I was gonna get some Gorilla Glue and fix it. I just ain't get around to it. If you didn't know, I was a little preoccupied. Got a little stuff going on, little stuff running through my head here. Yeah, that's the story on the fan. What are they doing? I am exhausted. So it's to where are all my fans now? When when I'm ready to talk, they know I'm fired up, ready to go, fired up, ready to go, fired up, ready to go, ready to answer any question, Joe. Ready? Hey, I'm one of the greatest debaters of all time. Okay, I'm not sending rockets to the moon, but hey, that's something I know about. Look, where are you now? Oh, I gotta manage this. It just never ends. It's so much work. Now I gotta so they don't lock me out of my Facebook. I gotta constantly confirm that it. Par solo. Okay, par solo. Whatever. If it's only par for the course for you, hey, whatever. I I ain't trying to impress anybody. But I got a lot of work to do here. Let me check this here. Hmm. I need a nap. I feel like I need a nap. You know, the other thing I notice, folks, is when I try to smile, it's like they reject my they 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 reject my thumbnail. But if I scowl, oh, every time. But as soon as I try to smile, because I don't want people to think I'm just a grumpy old man, they constantly are trying to like reset or something. The computer system doesn't accept my thumbnail. Just constant stuff like that. Uh, yeah, I don't know who. Let's see, Charlotte Pommel and Teresa Daniels. I don't know, but they offered me a friend request, and I'm new to Facebook and don't have a whole lot of friends to begin with. But I'm just not the type of person. Even if I had 500 friends, it's a lot of work. I guess I'm kind of in that generation where I just don't really care. I mean, it's a lot of time to keep up with all what other people are doing, like and like trying to constantly update social media. And I know it's inevitable, and even I've talked about this on Pal Talk and different places. I've even been to websites where if you don't have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or something, I can't remember what site it was. Well, it's still a lot of them. You can't even log in. Like some of them still let you log in with an email, I guess, or something. But I mean, it's total identification, and you'd think in a world, you'd think people wouldn't be able to get away with lies or accusations such as what they've done with me in a world where you can't even you can't, I mean, even like if you even try to make a fake email, the system recognizes, like if you want to try to be anonymous, you can't unless you're a super duper spy hacker. You can't hide. So there's no hiding, and it's good in one sense, because it prevents cyberbullying, and it helps law enforcement identify. But at the same time, it's like, how would they get away with that? I mean, it's got to be evil, you know. Why did they cancel my thumbnails only when I smile? Because gosh for God darn, if the guy's actually smiling, boy, he's not this scowly, mean old bearded, hairy guy that wants to harass women. Jeez. So I am super tired. I could totally take a nap. That is so exhausting. Like having to try to defend yourself or explain. I mean, it's just, especially when you don't want to. There's nothing good. It's pretty much like a waste of breath, but it's necessary. It's literally work. And now my day shot, and pretty much. Yeah, no, that's not working either. Not cool. Not cool at all.